Good evening, everybody. It is Meteorologist AH1 Forecast, guys, and welcome back to the video. I hope you guys are all enjoying your wonderful Tuesday evening. I do actually apologize for posting a lot later than expected. I was going to post like at 5 or 4 o'clock, but I ended up at 7 o'clock. My grandpa's still not here. There was much traffic. They're still not here yet, so I just took advantage of this moment. I was out, me and my friend were hanging out in the woods again, and then we ate pizza, and then he left like at 5, and then I was cleaning up before my grandpa got here. This is what I finally had time to do. But yeah, this is gonna be another update on the blizzard storm Dorothy, and we actually don't have any more blizzard warnings in effect for the areas in the plains, but we actually do have one for the northern part of Michigan. Right here, we have a blizzard warning right there. So we still have one or two blizzard warnings still in effect, but we do have a bit less warnings out there because they are leaving the west. So we have the snow starting to get really heavy now. We actually do have many millions of people under wind advisories and winter storm or high wind watches, and we also do have some tornado watches in effect. But again, I'm not going to be talking about severe weather or the wind. I'm going to be focusing on this part of the storm right here. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, if you guys are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, guys. It really means a lot when you guys support my channel. Also, be sure to hit the big like button. But without further ado, let's get into this video. So as you can tell, we see quite a bit difference. We don't have these windstorm warnings, blizzard warnings, or watches really in effect for these areas. We do have a couple windstorm advisories in effect and windstorm warnings for eastern Colorado, for Polar Springs and all that. But we do have these windstorm warnings still in effect for all these areas throughout the northern part of Michigan, that northern mitten area, of course. That will be out there for near Lincoln, Nebraska, Omaha, Sioux Falls, Eau Claire, Minneapolis, St. Paul, Rochester, northwestern Iowa, areas into northwestern Kansas. That's where we see all these winter storm warnings still in effect, and we do have a couple winter storm advisories in effect areas not too far away from Dodge City. We have again Polar Spring, and we have a couple areas right here for north central Minnesota and a couple areas just north of Sioux Falls. But yeah, we have actually a lot of high wind watches. We also do have a lot of wind advisories in effect. Yeah, we have a lot of wind advisories and high wind watches in effect for all these areas throughout, all the way to from near Buffalo, all the way near Albuquerque, to all the way to Lubbock. So we're gonna be seeing quite a good amount of snow out here, or sorry, winds, and then it's going to be very windy throughout these areas that are not in the snow, obviously. As we get later into today, again, we'll be seeing the snow quite heavy for these areas. Let me actually go back up right here. So yeah, we're gonna be seeing quite some heavy snow, especially for Cheyenne. Again, Denver will start to leave in the next couple hours. That's why we are seeing these advisories, windstorm alerts going away from the west. We are seeing a bit more out here into the plains because this storm is going to be getting a lot worse as it goes and continues to move throughout the plains. As we get in the next 24 hours, it will bring in blizzard conditions in effect near Omaha and Lincoln, Nebraska, starting to bring in light to moderate snow for areas into Rochester, Sioux Falls, northwestern Kansas can also be seeing very heavy amounts of snow, and also northwestern Iowa and Denver and Cheyenne could be seeing some more flurries, maybe light snow left behind this. As we get into later tomorrow, we'll be seeing very heavy snow again for areas into northwestern Iowa. Omaha, so we'll be seeing some heavy snow. We'll start to see that snow and getting out there. Eau Claire starting to really pick up. Rochester will really see that snow picking up there, and it'll start to leave. It'll start to leave western Kansas and western Nebraska, and by the time the west will be in the clear. As we get into the next 36 hours, it completely changed. It just brings blizzard conditions for the northwestern part of Michigan, bringing incredibly heavy snow for northern part of Wisconsin, and also Eau Claire will also be seeing that moderate to very heavy snow. Or maybe even seeing a bit more snow now for Des Moines, and maybe even Iowa City with this new update on the European. Now it's like Iowa, much of Iowa will be getting some snow now. Really the change, again, Des Moines, Iowa City, much of near Davenport, get quite a bit of snow. We're also beginning to see the very heavy snow picking up for Eau Claire, again, Minneapolis and Davenport. And then as we get into Thanksgiving morning, it looks like we can have some snow for northern Wisconsin, Minnesota, and Michigan. And then by then it should be out of the way by Thanksgiving late or early afternoon. As we get, now we're looking at the GFS right here. This next 6 hours again, we'll be seeing the heavy snowfall right here for areas into south central Nebraska. Again, start to see some snow in effect for Sioux Falls. Omaha, Lincoln will start to get that little rain, and we'll have some snow for northwestern Iowa and very heavy snow for northern parts of Kansas. Oh my God, I did not mean to go that far. As we get into now the next 12 hours, we'll really start to see that snow in effect for Rochester, which will really get the very heavy snow. We'll start to see them heavy snow in effect for Eau Claire. We'll also be seeing some lighter snow. We'll have light to moderate snow by Minneapolis. Again, start to have that snow now arriving into Lincoln, also seeing that snow for Iowa. As we get in the next 18 hours, it completely changes again. Looks like the GFS is now showing snow for Iowa City and Des Moines, which are all on this light part of the snowfall here. Again, we'll also be seeing the heavy snowfall just north of these areas. We can see blizzard conditions for these areas into Minneapolis and Eau Claire, Rochester. We'll see that snow kind of calm down just a little bit, but we'll see blizzard conditions though for southern Minnesota and northern Iowa, and especially for Eau Claire. We'll start to see that heavy snow arriving to Michigan, the heavier amounts of snow, as they will be seeing some snow later tomorrow. And then by the next 24 hours, we'll really see that snow kind of going away. Huge difference now. Minneapolis, Rochester, you guys should be in the clear. Maybe light to, moderate snow at most. Low pressure system will bring actually maybe some snow, maybe even to Madison, Wisconsin possible. Eau Claire again. We'll see the heaviest snow just north of Green Bay. Again, obviously the blizzard condition for northwestern Michigan. And then it should be gone by Thanksgiving morning, of course. And now we're going to be looking at the good radar. This is actually now that the storm is kind of leaving the west, we can look at the region for the U.S. Plains. But again, this is the next 3 hours, we'll be seeing blizzard conditions for for southern Nebraska and northern Kansas. That's when we'll really see the blizzard conditions. And in fact, we'll see Omaha starting to see that light to moderate snow, as they were seeing a couple flurries just a couple minutes ago, and now they'll start to see that snow again as we get into the next. This is the next 7 hours, we'll start to see that snow. Maybe see some flurries by Rochester. Start to see some flurries. You guys will definitely be seeing some snow. A huge difference from tonight to tomorrow morning. Minneapolis and maybe Minneapolis at this point will start to see some flurries, but maybe like one or two, not that bad. And then it's going to bring this snow really going to start picking up for Lincoln. It's just a huge difference from that light rain to a huge amount of snow. As we now get into the next 12 hours, this snow will just crush these areas in Eau Claire. Will really start to get blizzard conditions, and northwestern Iowa, and also Rochester, Minneapolis. You guys will really get some heavy snow. This will be 7:13 in the morning for you guys, so most of you guys won't be waking up in the next 15 hours. So this will be around 10:15. We'll see that snow picking up a lot from Minneapolis and St. Paul. We guys will see possibly very whiteout conditions. Eau Claire will possibly see a little bit of mix coming in these areas, and then that's when we could have some flurries in effect for Des Moines at the low pressures and not that far off the Mississippi River. Looks like Duluth will start to see that snow picking up, and then that's when we see that first wave of snow kind of really picking up out there. And in Michigan, by the next 24 hours, again, we will be seeing that snow starting to leave Minneapolis. We'll have that snow sticking out there for Green Bay, areas all the way to Duluth, and we'll see the worst amount of snow out here for the northeastern part of Michigan. Just going to be just wrecked by this snowstorm. And then now looks like by Thanksgiving morning, we can maybe eat some snow for Pittsburgh, Erie, maybe Buffalo, and then even again the parts of Michigan. But won't be that bad at all. Not that much of more accumulation really. But yeah. So now we're gonna be looking at the snowfall totals for these areas. Again, we're really gonna be seeing quite the heavy snow. But with this new update, it shows a bit more snow now for Omaha and Lincoln. But again, we're gonna be seeing not that much left to come for these areas. In Denver, only about maybe another 4 inches left to come with Denver based on the European. And then we'll be seeing again a good 5 to 6 inches left for or to come for areas in Lincoln, and of course Omaha could be seeing up to 5 to 7 inches, as we'll be seeing the heaviest snow there. We could be seeing a good far most northwestern part of Kansas. We'll be seeing about a half a foot too. Again, now looks like we could see maybe a trace for Des Moines at most, but nothing really much at all. Looks like we see 6 to 8 inches in effect for north central Iowa and Duluth, Minnesota, most of southeastern Minnesota, including St. Paul and these areas, will be seeing 6 to 9 inches of snowfall, of course, up to 17 inches in that northern part of Michigan there. And then we're going to be looking at the snowfall totals for these areas. As you can tell, we're going to be seeing quite the amount of snowfall. Obviously, we're going to be seeing a good amount of snow for these areas. Kansas City can be seeing about an inch. This is a Friday, so actually this is what the snowfall total is. Never mind, because that was with the other system. So this is by Thanksgiving morning. So this is what we're gonna be seeing. We're gonna be seeing up to 7 inches to come for that far most part of areas northwestern Kansas, ranging up from 3 to 6 inches for that much part of Kansas, and then we'll be seeing up to 8 to 9 inches for Nebraska in these areas too. And Omaha, Nebraska could be seeing 4 to 6 inches. And then, of course, Lincoln, Nebraska, only 1 to 2 inches, not that much to come at all. Sioux Falls, up to 3 to 5 inches, too. And then, of course, Rochester, really going to get that a lot amount of snow, just a huge amount, 12 to 14 inches of snowfall, quite the crazy. It really did go up. And also, snowfall totals for Minneapolis have also gone up from about a foot of snow. And then, of course, Eau Claire will be seeing up to 8 to 9 inches, and then that northern part of Michigan up to 18 inches to 20 inches, all by Thanksgiving morning. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please do not forget to like and subscribe, and bye, guys.